Welcome to the game chat. Isaac, how are you doing?
I'm good, Ryan. How are you, sir?
I'm good. We've already had multiple comments before the show even started about my voice. I can do nothing about this. It's been like this for over a week. So apologies. If you want me to say something, maybe you can record it. I can do a sexy voice, and you can record it and use it for whatever purposes you need. But I'm here for that service too.
Thank goodness we have
Anyway,
a guest.
yeah, thank goodness we have a guest. We're going to leave all the talking to our guest. So, Zazu, what is up, Zazu? How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing excellent. How's it going, fellas? So glad to see y'all. So glad to be a part.
Doing good. I met
Doing well.
you at Origins a couple, was it Origins 2 years ago? I don't know. I saw you on TikTok, then I met you, and we've interacted a couple times, and it's
Yeah.
always awesome to hang out with you.
For
And
sure.
he's down your neck of the woods, right?
That's right. That's right. Georgia boys on the show representing, even though I wasn't born in Georgia.
Yeah, that's
Now
fair.
there was a
There we go.
That's where you find yourself now.
Where were you born, Zazu?
Frankfurt, Germany.
Germany. Okay, I was born in New York. So
Oh, that's
There
like
we
right
go.
next to each other.
Yeah,
they're
it's
really
the whole
close.
thing.
They're sister cities. So
Ryan,
Anyway.
today we are talking about games to play for the whole family Thanksgiving editions. We are just a few weeks away from one of the latest Thanksgivings I can remember in November.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm ready for Christmas, but we got a Thanksgiving in a couple weeks, and so we're gonna be talking about games you can play with the whole family, and a little bit about Thanksgiving. And we're gonna let Zazu talk a little bit about what he does in the board game space as well. But to start, what is an essential Thanksgiving food you cannot live without? What's got to be on your table in a couple weeks?
Definitely the turkey. It's classic, but you gotta have it. And throughout the year, I realize I'll eat sliced turkey sometimes, or go to a deli and there's
Yeah.
boar's head, but not often does somebody go through the trouble of doing the whole turkey. So
That's right.
for Thanksgiving, you got to do it.
Yeah. We cooked a turkey one time in summer because we had like a frozen turkey in the freezer. I was like, I'm just going to cook it. It's food. And the kids were like, is everything okay? I was like, yeah. Well, why is it not okay? They're like, why are we having turkey? It's summer. I was like, I don't know. Turkeys are good all year round, right?
Yeah,
So
100%.
yeah. So I think it's fine. So we got
What was
Hank
that?
chiming in with mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
great pick.
Those are good.
So my go-to is a pie. I got to have some sort of pie. It could even be a cobbler, apple pie, cherry pie, blueberry pie, key lime pie. Any type of pie will do,
Oh,
but I got to
key
have
lime.
pie.
Do you go Alamode? Alamode?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
Man, key lime's the jam. That's
Key
my
lime.
favorite.
Do you know what comes out this time of year that you can only find that I know of at Publix, the supermarket? It's a mango key lime pie that they have every
What?
Thanksgiving.
Mango key lime pie?
I would eat
Yes.
that.
Yes. So
Oh,
We don't
what's
have
up,
a
Chad?
Publix around here, so.
we'll find mango key lime pie. It's delicious.
Hey, look, our unofficial sponsor, 25th
Unofficial
anniversary-
sponsor,
25th
Chad
anniversary games.
Elkins.
Chad, thanks for joining us. sir.
Deviled eggs covered in Texas Pete. That is good stuff.
What's Texas Pete?
Hot sauce.
What?
Oh, the hot sauce. Gotcha. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I love deviled eggs. Deviled eggs are
Somebody's
a
getting kicked off the show tonight.
high thing. But honestly, so for me, from speaking of hot sauce, right? Half my family's Mexican, so we get the salsa, we get the frijoles, we get the rice, we get all the stuff at the table. But my aunt always makes fresh tamales just for
Nice.
Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Pork, beef, cheese, bean, all fresh. Just
That's so
made to
good.
eat. So we always have the tamales with everything else on the table, and that to me means Thanksgiving, even though it's not a normal Thanksgiving food for most people.
Yeah.
I like it.
No, that's really good. I'm going to come up your way. So that's
Only
good.
watch for the guest. What is? Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
That's great.
Fair enough.
That's
Fair
great.
enough.
What's
Fair enough.
Texas Pete?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like a
That's the
cartoon
class
character.
that we have over here, Chad Elkins. No class.
Speaking of Thanksgiving, what are you most thankful for this year in 2024?
It's been the same answer ever since I've given this answer, but it's family and friends. And I don't know how you can have anything other than that. It's like the best thing ever.
Yeah, having community. It's amazing. Yeah. I'm going to go. I was talking earlier with Zazu about like how things are going. Like my kids are getting older. I'm thankful that my kids are stable human beings that are growing up. That's kind of a nice thing. When the kids were really little, I had the very low threshold of all you want to do is make sure you don't raise a serial killer. That was my bar.
Super important.
All three of my kids are like really solid, have their heads on straight. They're making some solid decisions in life, and I can't ask for much more.
Not serial killers
So,
Right on.
serial killers
that you know of.
They're
That I
exceeding
know of.
expectations.
Yeah, that's right.
That you know of.
There we go. They're getting a high 5 on the 1 to 5 scale.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Ryan for mine. Both my kids are older. They're both out of the house. They're both in college. And so we see them a lot. But I'm just thankful for the time we get to spend with friends, with family when it's there.
Yep.
It's not a given. They're not here every night like they used to.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, when we can have dinner, we can get around the table, play board games. I'm just thankful for those moments.
That's right. That's right. Chad's 100% right. I do have great kids, thanks to my wife, Erin.
Indeed.
So,
Indeed.
yep.
So, speaking of sitting around, I'm just going to leave these questions around to save your voice.
Yeah, absolutely. It has been, I'm telling you, it's been like this for over a week. It is terrible.
Yeah, you sound awful. Do you have, so speaking of games around the table of the holidays, do you have a favorite classic board game that you played a lot as a kid? And I say favorite, that doesn't mean it's a good game, but it brings back good memories of like, oh, I loved, getting around the table and playing this with my family.
We would always play Monopoly.
Yep.
And then Connect Four when it was just me and my sister, because we, the parents would go to bed and then the little sister would go play with dolls, so we'd end up playing quite a bit of Connect Four. So definitely those two. Yeah.
Nice. I think mine would be Sequence, because Sequence scales really well. You could have 3 players, you could have 3 teams. You could do teams. You could we do couples teams sometimes. So Sequence is a really good one that reminds me of the holidays. And then also Rummy. My grandma taught me Rummy when I was younger, and love playing 500 Rummy.
Yeah, those games that Grandma and Grandpa played. And,
yep.
We definitely have a lot of like spades, right? Spades and hearts at the table. Train dominoes. You got played a lot, but for me, like the one I remember in our game collection that I still have, my mom found like the beaten box with the pieces, and she's like, "Do you want to keep this?" I'm like, honestly, for like history nostalgia, for me, I do is Racco. Like we used to play that heck out of Racco.
I've never played Racco.
Oh, it's not a great game, but when you know nothing else, kind of like, yeah, I mean, when I first like pre any hobby games, I'd play Monopoly every night with you because I just like being around the table playing games with people, right? And so like, yeah, let's play Monopoly. Absolutely. This is gonna take 6 hours. I don't care. I'll play it all day. Yeah, Skip-Bo's another, right? Uno, right? Those are the games.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely card games.
Phase 10
for us.
Yeah. I never got into Rook. I don't think I've ever experienced Rook.
I've never played Rook either. Played that. Is that like a Texas Pete game? Is that what that is?
Texas Pete game.
What's the game that everybody plays up north that old people play?
Oh, Euchre.
Euchre. Never played Euchre.
Yeah. Me neither.
Yeah, Euchre's a big Midwest thing here. I always purposely, and I still don't know how to play it to this day, because a lot of times there'd be like, hey, we got 3. Can you come be our 4th? I'm like, no, I don't know how to play. We'll teach you. Nah, it's okay. And so I've always treated it like unmatched. It's not really a game.
Yeah, I was about to say, this sounds like unmatched.
So it's just easier to say, yeah, I'm not interested.
Yeah, you have opportunities to learn it, and you actively don't.
No, not interested.
That's good.
No.
That's hilarious.
Unmatched. Now, if there's a Euchre unmatched, I'd play that.
Euchre unmatched, merging of 2 worlds.
Double negative, it's positive.
All day.
So my oldest daughter is texting furiously, saying that she's hungry. I can't help her.
Is she in your house?
No.
Oh, I was say yeah, she's got to find food.
Good night.
Jason's comment here. He said he played Trivial Pursuit until my family wouldn't play it with me anymore. Agreed.
Here we go.
Love a good trivia game.
Yeah.
Which actually is an interesting, like, what's the? It's over here somewhere. Half Truth. Have you guys played Half Truth?
I haven't.
No, what's that
Really
about?
good game. Ken
It's
Jennings.
the Ken Jennings game.
Yeah, designed it. It's got Ian O'Toole artwork, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
But it's a really good trivia game that's not it doesn't really punish you for not knowing a lot of stuff. So there's like 6 answers on a question. It'll say like which of these is a real canned food from the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
And you can win or lose points based on if you say I know 1 of them, I know 2 of them, I know 3 of them. Because half are right, half are wrong. And there's a point track that actually resets like every third of the game, so you can't really like run away with it. So it does a lot of good things trivia does, but not make you feel like, oh, this person knows everything, so I'm just hosed.
And that's why I like what is the trivia game where it's all numbers, you're betting, it's the bidding game.
CDSK?
Wages
Wits and Wagers.
Wits and Wagers.
Yeah.
I like that one because nobody knows the number, but you get close. You just general knowledge.
Yeah, that's a cool one. I do like that one.
Yeah.
I gotta get a copy of that.
I
have this habit of loaning people things, and they're like, "Oh, I thought you were giving it to me because you have so many games, and you're just probably giving it away." I was like, "No, it's."
That's funny.
Yeah,
that's really
I definitely. I used to keep track a little better when I loan stuff. Now I'm just like, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you. Right?
So Rummy Cube, that's one that my parents play actually. My parents play that one. I've never played cribbage, but I know I need to.
Cribbage. I haven't played cribbage either.
Played that either.
Yeah, or maybe I have.
It's the one with the wooden track board.
Oh, I played that.
Okay, I've never played that one. Isaac's going to get kicked out of the state for not playing euchre.
Good, I'll go down to Georgia.
Yeah, you can come to Georgia.
Come to Georgia, we'll accept you.
Hang out with the boys.
Yeah.
And,
Cody, thanks
Chad.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chad's our Georgia boy down there.
That's right.
Chad's not too far away from me, if I recall. I think he's about 20 minutes away. Maybe less.
Chad came down to Columbus for a hangout and played spooky games during Halloween.
Was that the all-nighter?
No, he came down for a couple hours and we just played spooky Halloween games. It was really fun. We had a good time.
Like Donut Shop.
Like Donut Shop. Yeah. What we did was we put little fangs on the donuts.
Oh, I'm in. I'm 100% in for that.
Yeah.
Speaking of fangs on donuts,
how do you transition? What is that transition?
Go on.
Yes.
You may have heard of the popular podcast Will It Game, where they come up with kooky ideas like teeth on donuts.
Teeth on donuts.
So let's play a little mini Will It Game. What board game mechanic would you use for a Thanksgiving-based game? So you got a game. I said Thanksgiving based because it could be any part of Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Right. What kind of board game mechanic would be in a Thanksgiving game?
I'd say for like day of, because it's always a lot going on, especially if you're hosting. But worker placement, you gotta get somebody like managing the kids. You gotta get somebody like cleaning up. There's somebody prepping, somebody cooking, somebody on dishes. I'm definitely not the person on dishes, but worker placement. Because everybody's kind of
that's good.
Doing their stuff.
I like that.
Yeah.
I say area control because you don't want to be stuck in the wrong part of the house at the wrong time. So like you sit down on the couch and you realize everybody's watching like old home videos that you've never seen or been a part of, and everybody's reminiscing about a time that you don't remember. And so you're like, oh no, I got into the wrong room. So I feel like area control is the one.
That's the way to go with. I did look up earlier. I was kind of curious if there were any games that were like Thanksgiving themed already out there. I did find this downloadable PDF that we can decide. You can buy it and download this. It's Cranberries, Turkey, and Murder.
Oh.
$44. It's a PDF file.
Okay.
So, and there was also Thanksgiving Thievery and turkeys, taters, and terror.
Oh.
Turkeys, taters, and terror.
Yeah, so
See,
some
these are
options.
way worse than my idea for a Christmas themed murder mystery called Holly Jolly Homicide. So I started writing that one. It's pretty good. So
Hank actually, that was what I thought. That was the idea I liked was you split, I choose. So you've got your food at the table. I'm going to take, a smaller portion of stuffing because I don't love stuffing, but I'm going to take a much bigger portion of, green bean casserole because I love
okay,
green bean casserole.
man, broccoli and cheese casserole is where it's at.
Oh, we don't have that at Thanksgiving, but that's a good
Really,
dish.
that's a good one.
It's a
So
good dish. Can
Broccoli
put
and
some
cheese
some
casserole.
put some
broccoli and cheese,
stinky Pete sauce on that, and
stinky Pete. That's a whole different thing. Chad, hidden movement. Just leave me alone to watch football and eat my deviled eggs.
That's your,
So
you gotta
good.
stream it on your phone, and take a
yep,
very long bathroom break.
just
I
get away
see
and
him in
watching
a
the Lions
linen.
play.
Yeah, I see him in a linen closet like this.
Eggs on eggs. I love
Eggs
it.
on eggs, man.
Yeah, I would play that game. I would
I
play
would do it.
yep,
I want to
fill
make
fill
deviled
Chad
eggs
with
now.
eggs. Yeah.
Oh, I want to make deviled eggs, dude. My wife bought an 18 carton of eggs because we always run out really fast.
Yep.
They're egg fanatics. Anyway, I think I can sneak probably 4 eggs out without them really noticing. So I think I'm making deviled eggs after this. So
We've been going with the huge Costco, like it's like a stack of 2 with we go through some eggs.
there it is. There it is.
Oh, I like it. I
Fangs
like
on
it.
donut pick.
That's
That's
perfect.
good.
Love
That's
it.
good.
Yeah, that's a donut shop
We're gonna have
expansion.
to hire Jason to make our official pick 5 graphic.
There's
So
a new graphic for today.
no, it's gonna be so bad. It's embarrassingly bad every
I'm
time.
so excited.
Deviled eggs of terror. Oof.
Ooh.
So
I would play that.
oh, that's a really good question. Random sidebar from the community. Cody
Okay.
asked, "Do you guys buy thrift games at thrift shops, or even go on the internet? What's your best bargain
Oh,
find?"
I
That's
say
an
that.
interesting one because Zazu is about that Goodwill life. So am I.
Yeah, say what's your best you found? Have you
So a couple years ago, I found a copy of Lost Cities.
okay?
And I gifted it to a friend of ours who was getting into board gaming. And then my brother actually just found this past week an old copy of Stop Thief that had
Ooh, with the
a
cones? Oh,
what
no. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Can't Stop. Sorry.
can't stop no
Yeah.
Stop Thief with the electronic device, and the electronic device was in perfect condition because my 1978 version of Stop Thief, my electronic scanner is like taking a dive.
Yeah.
So
All right.
what you got, Zazu?
I had to go grab this. Got this for $1. Unpunched.
Okay.
I don't know. I
All the
recognize
pieces
that.
still in the bag.
What is that?
Is that tiramisu for
What?
a
Terra Mystica.
dollar?
Yeah.
Wow.
$1.
That's a
Yeah.
good find.
And I don't like Terra Mystica.
You had to spend $1 anyway. It's like, no, I got to get it.
I was like, I know this game is like $80.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna get it, but I don't
That's
like
awesome.
the power is too tight like that. Everybody always gets frustrated when we play, or the
I've
3 or
never
4
played
times
it.
I play.
Yeah.
I
The
played it.
the
I enjoyed
thing you
it.
do, there's little like little purple pieces that are like power, and you move them from one bin to the next, and you gotta like cycle it. But
It's
yeah,
it's
it's
got a
very
learning
tight.
curve. Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
a
It's
big
very
learning
tight.
curve.
Yeah.
Chad, the only thing I ever find at Goodwill is Old Trivial Pursuit. Yep. Speak Out, which is
The
blah.
mouth one. Yeah.
Hold on. Those things have been in your mouth.
Right.
Don't
That's what
do
I don't
that.
understand. It's
That's
gross.
nasty. Nasty,
And
man.
hundreds of copies of something to brew.
No.
Oh,
Do
and apples to
not.
apples.
And
Oh,
apples to
jeez.
apples.
Apples to
Yep.
apples, man.
I've found a couple things over the years. Nothing like I don't go as often as I should have, or I could. I think if I went more often, right, get a better chance. I think the coolest thing I've ever found was a copy, and we talked about this again. Speaking about your favorite game, uh,
Uno?
no, the one I won't play. Um,
Oh, Unmatched?
Unmatched is I found an original copy of the Star Wars
Yeah.
Rivals, right? Star Wars.
No, not Rivals.
What is it? I can't.
Duels.
Duels. Star Wars
Duels.
Duels at a it's not. It wasn't Goodwill. We had a different store
Yeah,
around here. They're gone now.
flip that thing for some money.
So I kept it because I did not have my original one I had. So
I
yeah, it can
never
be
had
fun.
the original.
It can be fun just to go look, right? You never know what you're gonna
Oh yeah.
find, and
Yeah.
sometimes I once found a box full of. It was sealed up, and it just said trading cards, $5, and it
Huh.
was in like 100. I was like, I'll buy this, and it was
Yeah.
all Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Okay.
And I
Cool.
took the Yu-Gi-Oh cards to Origins because it was right around that time, and I think I got like $75 for the stack.
Nice.
Oh
That's
dang.
cool.
Perfect.
That's great.
As a level up.
Yeah.
But yeah, garage sales are great too. If you can find good garage sales around you,
Yeah.
estate sales, you never know what you're
I
gonna
don't
find
know
something
if you guys
great.
saw, I think Board Game Revolution was where I saw the picture. Somebody just a huge haul of board games,
Oh yeah, from a
ridiculous
garage
amount.
sale.
Yeah, from a garage sale this weekend.
We
So,
had a lady on Facebook Marketplace there in Atlanta, and just like all the great games for just like stupid low prices. And we were
yeah.
at our board game night, and everybody's just like, "Oh yeah," we were like just talking like, "Oh, you found deals too?" Like me too. And we narrow it down, and we find out the next week like some guy got divorced, and his wife just like knew he
Oh
liked his board games, and
no,
just kind of I was just like, "Oh man,"
Out the door.
that's
I
rough,
was, I was
man.
like, "Dang, I feel bad about this now." I was like super. I was like,
Yeah.
"Man, they got these sweet deals." But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
We
Oof.
had one of our locals he found it was like 45 minutes an hour from here, but it literally was a marketplace post and said, I've got these like 30 games. They're yours. You can have them. You just have to take them all. And they were good games too. Like it wasn't like just a bunch of
Yeah,
old stuff. And he went and grabbed it and he like split it up amongst some of our local people and just
nice.
nice.
kept what he wanted. And I mean, there's some really nice stuff in there. So
That's cool.
yeah, you just never know when you're gonna find something,
Yeah, yeah.
For
something
sure.
decent. But yeah, great question. We did Thanksgiving. Okay, what is the worst game you could bring to Thanksgiving dinner with the family?
I would say it's a tie for me
Okay.
between Cosmic Encounters
Ooh.
and Twilight Imperium.
Oh,
Just because they're both
yeah,
long, or one's way longer than the other, but
Oh
they're
yeah.
both like all the negotiating back and forth. Like I just don't want to get into that with my sisters.
yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
we might as well just argue. Like I was
There
like,
we go.
there's gonna be no gameplay. Everybody's gonna be mad.
Yeah.
Sounds like a mess.
Oh. Chad said Facebook Marketplace where he snagged his OG copy of Hero
Oh
Quest
dang.
for about $15. That's nice. That's nice. Diplomacy. Yes, nobody wants diplomacy on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
I was gonna say Warhammer. Somebody shows up, grandma's house,
Oh my gosh.
just dumps all their minis on the
Box of
table and be
minis.
like, listen, let me show you how to do this. I got measuring sticks, I
Oh my
got these
gosh.
manuals. Let's go.
Uh,
Let's do this. Let's drive some armies. Man, I would leave. Straight.
I've
I
I
never
don't want
played
to touch that
Warhammer.
bad.
it's a lot of pieces. I also Chad had diplomacy, but the other one I was thinking of was literally any GMT game. So any small piece, little clipped corners, War of 1600 something GMT with all
Oh,
the
geez. Any GMT game.
yeah, I love like
Leave it
Gene
at home.
locally. He'll we go to Origins and he's like, we're gonna go play this GMT game. I'll see you in 6 hours. I'm like, awesome.
That's the worst. I
Like, but
just,
you enjoy it. But he enjoys
yeah,
it. I'm
yeah.
glad he has fun. It's just not
No.
not for me.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, yep. Hank, another good pick.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yep. So
yep. We
you
were
saw
munching
what
at
I found
home.
in my kids' candy
I
from
did.
that
Yeah,
What?
TikTok.
yeah. I did see that
Yeah.
TikTok.
Somebody was trying to sneak a original Munchkin in a bag of Skittles. So
Bastards.
I know. I had to take it out. Had to get rid of it, man. You know. Don't
Cash
do
and
that.
guns. Cash and guns would be okay if your family was okay with cash and guns.
I love Cash and Guns. It is such a horrible game. Like people have legit walked out of our house because of it.
Yeah, you just have to, or it'd be like if we decide to play I'm the Boss on Thanksgiving. Also,
Oh,
horrible, horrible idea. Good way to
yeah,
lose friends.
yeah.
So,
It's like we don't need to discuss anything at the dinner table. Let's just play this.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
it's good.
Family's gonna come apart. Well, let's speaking of nothing. Speaking
You
of
have no transition. You got nothing. I just need to call it out. The transition failed.
speaking of diplomacy,
There we go.
Zazu, let's talk a little bit about what you do in the board game space, kind of how you started and what you find yourself doing currently.
Um, yeah. So I I've been playing games for forever. It was during COVID how I got on TikTok and started getting into the media side of things. During COVID, I have this thing with video games. I used to do it all the time, and I realized how much time I was wasting. So when I'm playing a game, I'll buy like a console, and then when I get like finished or whatever, I just sell the console and I get rid
That's
of it.
crazy. I've
Yeah,
got a friend who does. My friend has owned a PlayStation 4 like 5 different times. Five
yeah,
different. He plays it for a AAA game and he sells it. I'm like, what are you doing? Just hold on to it. You'll like another game later.
yeah.
So
I mean, it works for me. But
okay,
one of these particular times, Mondo bought it off Facebook Marketplace, and well, I know Mondo for a decade, maybe longer than that, like 15 years I've known him.
really
But I hadn't. We both lived in Augusta, Georgia, and he moved here at some point. I moved here at some point, and I hadn't seen him. And we're Facebook friends somehow. I didn't even realize we were Facebook friends. But he saw, he goes, "Oh, hey, like I'll buy that Xbox." I was like, "All right, cool, come get it." And he sees my board games when he walks in. He goes, "You play board games?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, we used to play them together back in the day." And yeah, so he's like, "Well, me too. You should come play." And so we were playing, and one day he's just like, "Oh, you should get on TikTok. You got like personality and stuff." Like I was like, "Nah, I'm not doing that." Um,
no.
and he was just like, "Oh, you should really do it." He goes, "I'll help you out. Like, if you need help." I was like, "How are you gonna help me? Like, I don't need your help. Like, I
I'll write
did
a
music
script.
and stuff, so I was all out doing music stuff and media already." And then I run across his like TikTok, and he has like 50,000 people. I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah,
I was like, "All right, dude, I'll do
Mondo's
it. What do you
hopping.
just show me how to do whatever you're doing? I'll do
That's
it."
great.
He's like, "I get
That's
free
good.
games. I do this," and I was like, "All right." And yeah, that's how it started a year ago, and it's been cool, man. Just
Nice.
meeting the people, you guys, and going to the conventions and knowing people and like having like some family like feel to it, because
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
No doubt.
Yeah, I mean, it's been great getting to know you doing the cons, and like I said, we meet each other through through TikTok, through social media stuff, and TikTok's its own unique brand,
It
right? Like
is.
yeah,
there are people only over here in board game TikTok that are not in like some of the other stuff, and so you get to meet them. And actually, you know what? This brings me your video with Jason. This video was hilarious. That is literally my TikTok feed constant. I'm watching all of One Piece. This is episode. I'm watching all of One Piece. This episode.
yeah, dude.
But like if you're not in that world, you don't see it. You don't get
That's
it. And
funny.
it's fun. It's there's tons of good people we've met through that world. Mondo's
Yeah,
another one, like you said. Like I absolutely love him. He's a great guy,
Yeah.
and super happy for where his direction's gone as a designer and working for the op now. And
yeah,
it's
man.
just cool stuff. Like you cheer for the people that you want to see successful.
That's right.
And
Yeah,
you look at like some of these designers, like Pam Walls is one that I've just like absolutely loved everything she does. I love
Yeah.
watching her as a designer. I'm so excited to see stuff like her Chronicles of Light game that just came out, the
Yep.
Disney one, got nominated for a Taggy. Like
Yeah,
you know
that's
yeah,
really exciting.
you just get on to a designer, like I want to see you successful. Maybe I don't have this giant channel, but what can I do to shine a spotlight on
Yeah.
something that I
Yeah.
really like? So
That's good. So Zazu, is there you doing these different media pieces and working on TikTok? Is there a moment that like I know one of the moments a couple of years ago, I was in an elevator and I was standing in the elevator and they said, "You're that unmatched guy." And I was like, "Ryan?" And they were like, "Yeah, you and your wife play unmatched." So has there been a moment for you where you got to meet somebody or got recognized or found yourself in a space where you were like, this is super cool?
Um, so I'm the worst at this thing. Mondo always calls me out on it. When I do something, I'm just doing the thing.
Yeah.
I don't nerd. Like I've started learning the names of publishers and designers like recently. So we'll be like, I always hang out with him when I go places. And he'll be like, oh, that's so and so. I'm like, all right, cool.
You're like, I don't know who that
And he
is.
goes, do you know who
That's how
that
Rick
is?
is. He's like, what?
I can't like. There's like, I do a lot of different things, but
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, you're right. I should get. So it's always that. But who was it? Now I'm forgetting his name. Who designed Sagrada?
Daryl Andrews.
Daryl. So I met Daryl because Mondo was trying to pitch a game to him, and he couldn't make it to the. It was at
Yeah, it was a Tantrum
Tantrum
last
Run?
year,
yeah,
right? Yeah, yeah.
Tantrum
You had
Con.
his baseball game.
Yeah,
So that's all I knew. Like he he was a guy that I had to pitch a game to, and
that's funny.
And my wife, when I went to Gen Con, my wife was just like, "Oh, can you give me a copy of Cigar? There's like a new one." And I was just randomly talking to him, and he thought I was joking. Like I didn't know. I was like, "Oh yeah, my wife wants me to get a copy of Cigar. Like there's like a new one or something. I don't know." And he goes, "Oh,
That's
like
great.
he goes, oh, do you want me to sign it?" And I was just like,
It's like,
Why would I want you to
sure.
I'm like,
sign it?
"Why?"
Yeah, that's so good.
I love it.
And I never even got the game. It was sold out when I went to get it, so
Yeah,
I
it's
gotta track
this
that.
one
But
back
yeah,
here,
like
the
stuff like that.
Legacy Sagrada.
That's
Yeah, that's
cool.
what you want. So
It's a
so
lot of
yeah,
fun.
stuff like that happens more often than it should, but it's always
That's really
fun when it
funny.
does.
That's good.
Yeah, it doesn't like, and like you said, being small, like none of our channels are dice towers. We don't have people
Yeah,
live
yeah.
with us. But even this year at Gen Con, I was working the Wise Wizard booth and had a few people. They're like, "Oh, I know you. You have a hey guys, it's Isaac, right?" Because that's how I start all my videos. Hey
There
guys,
we go.
I'd like to get a rhythm and a pattern.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh yeah, I remember that." And so
That's cool.
it's fun. Like I'm not in it for financial gain,
Yeah,
right?
no,
But it's just kind of a fun thing that you see
it
someone
is.
recognize what you do. You're like, oh, it's really cool.
Yeah.
It is.
It's nice
Um,
diving all the way in on your on passions, like making it a tangible thing that you can invite other people into and
yeah.
grow and spread.
And Zazu, since we're talking about family gaming in this episode of the Game Chat, your whole family came out to One Board Day, which
Yeah.
was in September. It was so much fun to meet your family, and my girls sat for your kids, and
Yeah.
it's just a lot of fun to see families gaming together and enjoying time together. And I think conventions that allow that family atmosphere are really, really fun. And
Yeah.
so, do you guys find yourselves as a family enjoying games together?
We are almost there. We're
Because
the,
you have younger ones.
yeah, yeah. I gotta get in touch with the Haba people. The 3-year-old, she's about there.
Okay.
At this point they just kind of terrorize any game that's being played, and they want in so bad. So I'm like, you gotta. I have like these toll booths that she's got to go through. I'm like, hey, like,
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
gotta not throw stuff. You gotta stop putting stuff in your mouth. So she's like,
There we go.
she's checking the boxes. So feel
Yeah,
like in a couple months maybe she'll be ready for a game. She plays some little matchy games and stuff like that.
that's
But
cool.
yeah, we're gonna get some games going her way pretty soon. She'll hop in some videos and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to that.
It's awesome. It's fun
That'll
when
be
it
good.
takes off.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, Isaac, we're moving
Yep.
on
Nope.
to
Hold on.
yeah, the Game
Speaking of
Chat presents.
speaking of the Game Chat presents,
Yeah, the Game
we were
Chat
just
presents.
while I'm bringing this up, we were just on a cruise. We just got back,
Oh, okay.
and we're there with Stuart, who's on my Game of Sidekicks team. Him and his wife and his two kids, and so
Nice.
his kids are very young, and so it's fun to kind of play. We played some Uno with them, but we also introduced them to like card line. They'd never played like the animal card line,
Nice.
and Rafter 5, which was hilarious
Rafter 5, so
with
fun.
little hands. So
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun to watch them play it. Game chat.
there we go. So Game Chat presents Pick 5. Oh, geez, that's rough. There's arrows this time with fireball. Okay, what is that? Why is your mouth open in that picture?
I don't really know.
Hold on, is
he's eating that turkey down there?
Is that me when I had long hair? Like some long
type
hair?
of ponytail?
I don't know. Yeah. No, that's my classic turkey pose when I make a turkey. And so I have a shirt.
That just worked out perfect then.
Yeah, that blue shirt is actually what I wear for Thanksgiving every year. So you never know what year it is. Let's see.
And I found a couple good Zazu pictures in there. So
I know. I saw them with the flowers in there. Yeah. So good stuff. Anyway, Game Chat presents Pick 5 family games for Thanksgiving. These are 5 games that we suggest that your family play this Thanksgiving. These aren't the top 5. These aren't the greatest 5, but these are 5 that we really enjoy. So, Zazu, you're going first.
With one? Is that how we're doing?
We're doing it, no particular order. Just the first game on the list.
All right. This is my first one right here.
Priorities.
The families. So last time, was it last Thanksgiving? Whatever the last big holiday. We went down to Florida anyway. All of the guys were all on the same page. All the wives, different page. And I was just like, this is crazy. Like, but every time it was like, oh yeah, we'll go with whatever you say. But basically in this game, you got a list of things, and one person's put them in order from most preferred to least preferred or whatever, and everybody around the table has to slide around and see what it is. And so we've just had a bunch of fun playing priorities. There's some British cards in here that don't make any sense to us Americans, but
the British cards. I took out the ones that I did understand and put them in there. The rest are in the little packet. So but I actually suggested that for a friend of mine, and she plays it all the time with her friends.
Yeah.
So my first one is the card game Flip 7 from the Op. This one is such a huge hit. Plays in 20 minutes or less.
Oh, good.
It goes everywhere with us. If you've got 20 minutes to spare, you got enough time to play a game. Flip 7 plays up to 8 players, and so this will definitely be on the table after we turkey this Thanksgiving.
That's another one of those games I loaned out and haven't seen since.
Amazon's got it for it's like $10 on Amazon right now. It's a really good.
Yeah.
It is hard for me not to make that my game of the year right now. I'm kind of like looking. It's got a really good chance of. I mean, it's top 3 easy. It might surpass.
Very good.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I forgot Jason did that Game Chat Groove for us. Do you have that?
Link the Game Chat Groove.
Yeah, he did a song.
That's right. He did the song.
I don't know if you can play it in there. Can you?
So they do have a new feature where you can import a song. So I'll do that for next week.
Oh,
next episode.
Yeah, next episode. Okay, perfect.
That's what I'll do. Thank you, Jason.
Thanks for reminding us. My first one. If you wish you could see the chaos around me. I have so many.
Just piles.
Just piles everywhere. Blob Party. Speaking of Pam
nice.
So good.
Blob Party is my favorite party game because it is a cooperative party game. It's not all of us versus everybody else. Mm-hmm. It is how can we do this together? Great for family. Great silly topics. I love it. Blob Party is a must for your Thanksgiving games.
Absolutely.
Number two.
Super Mega Lucky Box.
Yes. I have 2 copies of that because we have to be able to play, 12 players?
Yep.
So, yeah.
It's
such a great game.
Yeah, the 3-year-old scribble all over the rules, but good thing you don't need them.
You don't need them. Yeah. Do you know how to play bingo? You got it.
Yeah, exactly.
So. Were you there for our Origins, quick play of that, Ryan? Do you remember that? We were teaching.
No, that was the same year. Me, you, Aaron, a couple other people, we all played it in front of North Market that year.
That's right.
But I missed it that night.
Yeah, it was they're closing the hall in 15 minutes. I'm like, I got this. It's gonna be bingo. Let's call it out. Go.
Yeah. My I love Wavelength. Wavelength
Nice.
is a game that
Solid
plays
pick.
up to 12 or more, 2 teams, group up. It's a lot of fun. We play this anytime we have a get together for a birthday. This one's one that comes out at Christmas and Thanksgiving every year, just because it's such a quick game to get into.
Yeah.
Differing opinions, people yelling at each other in a fun way. Wavelength has been a lot of fun, and it's funny. There was a band. Did I ever tell you about this, Isaac? There was a band. I don't know what the band was. They saw a video of us playing Wavelength, and they thought we were the publisher. So every time they played Wavelength, they would tag One Board Family.
That's amazing.
Thinking we were the publisher. So I was getting tagged in these this metal band that was playing Wavelength, and they're like, "This is a great game, y'all." And I'm like, "What
thanks
the
for
crap?"
thanks for making this.
Yeah, and we would get tagged all the time, and I'm like, "That's weird."
That's another game I got for $1 at my Goodwill.
Oh, really?
Good
Yeah.
dollars.
Yeah, that's
well
a good
done.
I got a good Goodwill.
Yeah,
That's
that's
good.
great.
Yeah.
Jason did send us another. Look at that. Pick 5.
Oh, pick 5. See, that's kind of classy.
But yeah, but mine has your
Yours
face
is-
everywhere.
That it does have multiple versions of my face.
My number 2 is nothing says Thanksgiving like getting the sausage out. Sausage sizzle from 25th century.
What was that? This is a family show. It's a family show, Isaac.
No, like a turkey sausage.
Okay.
So little dice chucking, easy, plays up to 5
Sausage
players.
sizzle. Yep.
Such a fun little easy, sit around table. You don't really have to be that focused on it.
Yeah.
Just great little game.
Nice.
My sister-in-law
that one.
had to
It's
pick it
really
up. My sister-in-law loved playing it at Southern Fried, and so she grabbed a copy. So, yep.
Nice.
From 25th Century Games.
That's right.
Number
Next
3.
up, Telestrations.
Telestrations.
Classic.
That's right.
Love it. This is good for a good laugh.
It is.
Yeah, I love the pictures, and sometimes we do don't even use the word cards anymore. At some point, at
just
some
come up
point in
with
the night,
something.
it's just like, oh, let me just do something really stupid.
Yeah,
and see
yeah.
what. But yeah, I love
such
the
a classic.
Telestrations.
I don't
That's
think I've ever scored that game. Like, I know
No.
there's a scoring thing
Yeah.
for it. I don't think I've ever played it with the score.
There's some games that you just don't score. You're like, yeah, we all had fun. Great.
Yeah.
So, I had a game on my list, but another game kind of surpassed it. Usually, I would bring Downforce to the Thanksgiving meal, but this year I'm actually going to bring Thunder Road. Because my nephews are going to be there. My brother-in-law is going to be there. Thanksgiving car combat. Nothing says family like blasting your family members off the side of a cliff.
Man, that's the pimped out. Chrome edition? What is it called? Chrome edition. Yeah.
This was
a beautiful game, too.
So good. And Zazu, the way that I got this was my wife told me for Father's Day at Origins that year, I could pick any game that I wanted and she would get it for me for Father's Day. And I was like, do you know about Thunder Road Vendetta Chrome Edition? Because I kickstarted the original. So I already owned it. And I played it like a dozen times at this point. And funny enough, Shannon bought my used copy, and I bought Maximum Chrome Edition.
Shout out to Shannon.
Yeah, Shannon. Thank you.
And Dyson Diversions.
Dyson Diversions, January 17th through 19th. Be there in Atlanta, Georgia. We're running the Bino tournament. You want to be there, flicking some soccer balls.
I got to come up with an event. I want to do an event this year.
Do an event, man.
I got to think of something.
I'd jump in.
Right on.
Bino's another great one. I didn't have that on my list, but that's another great.
Just a heads up, Bino's showing up on on One Board Family's top 10 list this year. I don't care that it was published in 2019. Everybody can go suck eggs.
Deviled eggs. With Dirty Pete hot sauce.
Dirty Pete. Don't say Dirty Pete. You said Stinky Pete and Dirty Pete.
Are those not right?
No.
What number?
Oh, Stinky Pete's from Toy Story.
Stinky Pete's from. Yeah.
What number am I on? 3.
3.
Yeah,
Okay,
3.
3. Caution signs from
Nice.
Wacky
Caution
Wizard
signs.
Games.
Yes.
It's another one that you probably would sit there with the designers, Zazu, and not realize who you're talking to. Right?
There we go.
Who
Do you know who
designed
designed?
that?
So Danielle Reynolds designed this, and Scott Brady. So
Yeah.
Scott, Boop Scott,
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, I know
and
Music
Scott.
cues.
Danielle works for Wacky Wizard. She's done. She did the eBay game and Her
Okay, yeah.
Story. But they're both pretty active in social media, stuff too.
Yeah.
So, but what a great. I'd be very honest. When this came out, I was like, oh, another drawing game.
Yeah.
People guess whatever. I got it. It's no big deal. This is different, and it's
It
different
is.
in good ways because it's fast. Doesn't matter if you're a great artist or a garbage artist. You have 20 seconds. It's
Yeah.
not going to be amazing. And the speed you play this once around the table, even if you score it, it doesn't take that long. It's a great game for
Yeah.
speed. It doesn't overstay its welcome. One of
No,
my
it's
favorite drawing
Caution
games.
Signs is so
Yeah.
good, and it
I think
supports
Bob
a
taught me that
player.
one at Gen Con.
Yeah, Bob was
Booth,
teaching
yeah.
everybody at Gen
Yeah.
Con that
There
one.
we go. Kirk, going to be at Dyson Diversions. That's what you need to do. Dyson
go.
Diversions, people.
There we go. Number 4.
Number 4.
4. Space Base.
Oh, I love Space Base.
This has been hitting the table. And yeah, I think my sister didn't get to try it. She was the nephew was a little sick, so she was looking and wanted to play. So that's already going in the bag to
Space
take over
Base is
for
good.
Thanksgiving. So we're definitely gonna get that on the table.
That's good.
Love it.
Nice.
Haven't played the expansion yet. I don't even know what it's like, but
Next up is Jam Sumo. This one is produced by Brown Castle Games. Jam Sumo is 2 games in 1. They did an incredible job with this setup. Everything you need is inside. It's basically all you're doing is you're flicking these. It's a sumo board. When you jam, you're trying to get the die into the hole. When you sumo, you're going off of a platform, knocking other players' dice off the table. It's crazy fun. I really like it.
Jam Sumo.
Yeah, Jam Sumo plays up to 6 players. This design that Brown Castle put together is just incredible. So this board's like $65, but it is a lot of fun, very fun to play.
I gotta get some more dexterity games in my arsenal.
2024 is dexterity year in our house because
a lot of dexterity.
Yeah, because early in the year we had Derek Funkhauser on, and because of that show, we got Bino. I've been playing Crokinole all year long. I got Jam Sumo at Origins this year. I mean, this is a dexterity year.
I love it. I actually played Crokinole with the 3-year-old this past weekend. She really enjoyed it.
So I totally jammed you a couple of years ago. No, this was this past year when I bought the board, and that night you just ripped me apart. I was
a couple of years ago. Chad's just.
That's how old Chad is. A couple of years.
Time goes slower when you're.
Chad might be younger than both of us, though.
I don't think so. He's 60 something.
60 something? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
Number four. All right, let's do this all play game. All play, always a good pick. Things and Rings. Fun, silly, great, entertaining. Learning curve. Definitely learning curve for this thing.
Yeah.
So I suggest you tell somebody when they're first learning it, here's a couple cards. Don't overthink it. Just watch how everybody else plays it and they get the rhythm. And I've never done the example. Have you seen what they tell you to do for a new player is do just one ring? I'm like, you gotta do all 3 rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta do the whole experience.
Yeah. So. 50 something. I said 50.
So breaking news, Gaming with Sidekicks will never review another 25th Century game. Interesting. It just came across the wire.
Time to switch my hat out.
It just came across the wire just now. So
Yeah, I'm helping at the booth at PAX. I might have just made that a lot harder for me
woof,
this year.
you might be homeless at PAX.
No, just helping the booth. I already got it a place
Oh,
to
okay,
stay.
okay.
Cool.
Zazu, last one you're bringing
Last
for
one.
Number
Always gotta
5.
get something a little bit heavier in there. Get my
There we go.
expose the sisters and the brother-in-laws. So
Nice.
yeah, Tavern of Tiefenfall. But it just feels a little like homey, like has a Thanksgiving vibe to it. I
Yeah,
feel like, but
I played that one with Bob Kroll, and
yeah,
I liked it. I played it only once, but I really enjoyed it.
Solid pick.
Yeah.
It's
pretty
got like
cool.
because it's got like the taverny, like
Yeah,
everything on the board. Yeah, that's a great pick.
You light a pine scented candle. Go to town.
I love it.
The number one game this Thanksgiving is Hamster Roll. This one's going to be rolling all over the table as soon as that turkey has made its exit from the table.
No,
This
just
thing's going to hit the table.
right with the turkey.
Actually, yeah, just roll right through the cranberry sauce. Doesn't even matter. Hamster Roll is easily one of Erin's favorite games this year. There was a point in time when Erin wanted to play this every single night. She's like, Hamster Roll? And I'm like, yes, Hamster Roll. We're playing Hamster Roll.
Spelled correctly here. And
Wait, is it
copy?
Hamster Rolly.
This is the German. This is the original. This is the one that I brought to Origins every year and introduce people to. What I dislike about this now is
What?
I just recently found out I don't have the 25th one because I already have this.
Yeah.
But it fits on a Calyx, the new one. That box fits on Calyx. This does not fit on a Calyx.
Oh, really? Okay,
It's about that much too tall.
Yeah, because this one it sits right here.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's
right
frustrating. I wish this fit on a Calyx. It does not. But it's my original, so I'll hold on to it.
Okay.
But,
gotta get a little table saw in there.
oh
trim
my
it down.
gracious, that sounds horrible.
That's fine.
Another simple card game. I'm gonna go with this one that Bob introduced us 2 years and years ago. It is a staple at any time,
Fuji Flush.
any place, and that's Fuji Flush. Fuji Flush is a must-own in your collection. This is easy to play. Easy to play for any age. This copy will play 8, I think.
8, yeah.
Yeah, This is a crazy game. One of my favorite stories for this was loaning it to a friend who went on a mission trip to Germany, and he played it with people who only spoke German, only spoke Ukraine, whatever the Ukraine. I feel like I'm butchering
Sounds
that.
right.
Whatever language people from the Ukraine speak, only spoke English and only spoke Spanish. There are 4 different only speaking their native language, and they got this and they played it and they had a great time because there's just numbers, and it played quick and it played fast and it plays in a great way. Fuji Flush is a definite for your next just Thanksgiving or any event. Highly recommend. Yeah,
that's very cool.
Nice.
Oh, there you go. There's your hamster roll history.
Yeah. There we go. I played a copy Isaac has, which is the first time playing it 1 year at Origins. Then I went home, ordered a copy from Germany. Fast forward a few years, now we make it. And yes, fitting in a Calyx was a big thing for me. Very cool. So thank you, Chad, for bringing it to the U.S. because it's a really big game for us. So
yeah, it's such a fun thing, right? That's what we talked about at the beginning, right? Having opportunity to show people cool stuff, and and cool things get played, and you get excited to see them successful, right?
That's right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just it's a neat thing to see.
Very cool. So Zazu, what have you been playing lately? What's been hitting the table for you?
Lately, so I got one of my buddy's childhood best friends. He's 2 doors down from me right now, helping a neighbor that I was helping renovate his house. Now he's there, so he comes over all the time. But we've been playing Blank Slate Challenge.
Nice.
And I go back and forth from him, who's known me for twice the amount of time I know my wife, and so they're going back and forth to see who can get a higher score.
That's funny. That's good.
I posted 2 of the videos. I was like, I don't know if I should keep posting these or not. This is
I saw that one. That
over and over,
funny.
but
it's such a good game. I love Blank Slate, and that is such a well distilled version of it.
I haven't played that one.
So. And Blank Slate is one of the few games my sister. I always bring the games. That's my job with family gathering. But my
Mhm.
sister brought Blank Slate. She was like, "Oh, you gotta try this. It's fun." I was like, "All right, I'll try it out." So she always brings out Blank Slate. So she doesn't know this exists yet. So
That's cool.
so
So
she's
she'll
gonna
be
be pretty
excited to check
excited.
it out.
Yeah, a couple weeks. Yeah.
That's good.
Fun fact: it is the most viewed written review on our website is Blank Slate.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
the
Nice.
original Blank
Yeah.
Slate, like through the roof compared to everything
Nice.
else.
Great game.
One of one of ours, Gizmos, from
Oh
years
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
That one went
It was
crazy
a
on
fun
our
game.
site. Yeah. The one that always gets a lot of traction is Rick's dislike of Cascadia. So
Oh, I didn't know he had a dislike of
I don't
Cascadia.
like Cascadia either, but Rick wrote the
What?
review for Cascadia,
It's
and I
so
was like,
good.
I 100% agree with you, Rick. And me and Rick are the minority in that. Like, we
Wow.
dislike Cascadia. We don't think it's that great.
Wow.
I've been playing Sweetlands, Ochibakoya Games. This is currently on Kickstarter. Sweetlands is really good. It is a heavy Euro game. This thing, I think on BGG, it's 3.74, somewhere around there. It is Lacerda esque in its weight. It is very good and very cute. You're trying to become the next successor to the Bakery Kingdom or whatever. You're building milk houses and cream puff villages, and it's super cute, but it's very brain burny. I thought there was a mistake when I first saw it. 100 to 200 minutes. Nope, that ain't a mistake. So, um,
It
yeah,
sounded heavy. The game sounded
it's
thick.
it's this thing weighs like 12 pounds. So yeah.
Oh, geez.
And then this one I can finally talk about, Fuego from
Yeah.
Keymaster Games.
Ooh.
This is a trick taking game from Keymaster Games that is being released this month. We've been playing it for a month and a half now. It is very good, very odd in its structure, but it is a unique trick taking game that you will see more about in the next
Mm,
week or two. So
it's
They
fun.
got a nice selection going. They
Yeah,
don't
they
have a lot of
do.
stuff, but they got some
and
good stuff.
the design, it's a matchbox, people.
Adorbs.
Yeah, it's
It's a
cool. Did
matchbox.
you see Hi-Fi? Is that it?
Yes.
Yes.
Hi-Fi
That's
with the
cool.
record.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a cool box. Shannon
Great
showed me that one.
design.
Yeah, I was like, that's
Yeah,
kind of cool.
Hank actually ordered it locally, so I'm looking forward to trying that.
That's awesome.
One of the newest ones I've gotten is the new release from Stonemeyer,
Oh, nice.
Stamp
Stamp swap.
Swap. This is a fast game. This is a
Okay.
like 30 minutes down and done. It is designed by Paul Salmon, who did Honey Buzz. He did
Okay. I knew that name.
what's the other one from them? The Merchants of the Dark Road.
Yep. Yep.
So this is everything. Oh, look at if I turn it around, it's upside down. This is everything.
Jeez, you're a
I
monster.
it's everything I like in a game. It's a polyomino game. It's
Oh,
stamps
cool. Okay.
that you're bidding on, you're buying, you're putting in your stamp collection. It's great. I love
Okay.
a good polyomino
Yeah, you
game.
gotta tell me how that one is.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And confusing lands. Oh man, that's really reflecting weird. Confusing
Yeah.
lands. There we go. This is from Envy Born Games. This is going to be at PAX Unplugged this year. This is my first time playing it. Know Matthew, Zazu, and I know Matthew from
Yeah.
everything TikToky.
Yeah.
But I've never actually had a chance to try this out. So my wife and I played this a couple times last night. It's fun.
Yeah, it's cool.
Gonna do some content on it coming up here. Gonna do a quick little
Nice.
written review on it, but very portable, very easy travel. It is literally just a deck of cards and a little scoring pad in here. So
Very
very easy to travel with type of game.
Yeah.
So
I think you can vote on the game as well for PAX.
oh yeah, yeah.
Something. So
Get on there
nice.
and thumb them up
yeah, give them a
on
thumbs up.
BGG. Yeah,
Very cool. That's awesome. Well, Zazu, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of the Game Chat. We really appreciate you hanging out with us on a Monday night.
For sure.
Where can people find you online?
TikTok, Zazu X2 _ games. And just be there hanging out. And every second Tuesday of the month. So tomorrow, at 8 p.m. we do a live board game TikTok live. So it'll be 9 squares and just people from the TikTok community just hop on and we just chat. And some people go, people hop in and leave, whatever. But yeah, it's always a good time.
That's awesome. Very cool. Yeah. So you guys be sure to follow Zazu on TikTok. So really love your content.
Thank you.
So you can find us over at oneboardfamily.com, at oneboardfamily, all over the place. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, X, never Pinterest. Never Pinterest.
Old Mondo. Did y'all win the game?
Mondo just showing up.
I was supposed to play soccer with Mondo. I was going to leave early from putting the kids down, but then we had
just showed up.
Sorry, Mondo.
Great
definitely go back and watch it. We mentioned you like 3 times in it.
Yeah, and it was mostly good stuff.
Yeah, it was like 78% decent.
Yeah. So you'll have to find the bad stuff. Watch it a couple times.
At Gaming with Sidekicks on TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook, on Pinterest, and everywhere else that you can type in Gaming with Sidekicks and see what shows up. So
wait, what's on your Pinterest?
So here's the thing. We talk about
this is an issue.
We talk about this each week. There is a publisher, I can tell you when we're off. There's actually 2 last year that told us, hey, if you do Pinterest stuff, like we really, really are interested in sending you stuff and getting pictures, because people like to go on there and find stuff and add to their pin boards and like games I'd like to try. And I was like, really? And to be completely honest, I have not done a ton yet on Pinterest, but I pin marked us a spot, put up a couple things. I don't know. There's too much. There's too much to keep up with everything.
Yeah. Chad said that my Pinterest has soaps on it. That's true, man. I'm a sucker.
Oh,
I'm a sucker for man. I love
gross.
Homemade soaps.
Gross.
Oh
soap.
man, I'm about that life.
Oh, I thought soap operas.
I jokingly told a publisher. I think I told him I was only on TikTok. They was like, "You only on TikTok?" I was like, "Oh, I'm also on Pinterest and OnlyFans." And they didn't get the joke, so I was just like, "All right, I'm gonna walk away now." Like,
that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, I put up
you clearly don't know me.
My favorite hot sauces: Stinky Pete's and Flavor Pete's. And...
Oh, jeez, man, what is your problem? So, anyway, very cool. So, thank you so much for joining us, Zazu. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, and
happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everyone out there in Thanksgiving land. So.
Right on. We'll see y'all soon.
All right. See ya.
Take care. Bye-bye.